While every artist hopes for their moment to go viral, sometimes that fame can have serious consequences. From scandals and legal issues to disastrous debut performances, here are some idols whose lives were ruined by a single song. Soloist Ori's debut song became an internet sensation, but it also turned out to be her final release as her career ended the moment she stepped on stage for the first time. Ori made her debut on January 2nd, 2009 with the song It's Snowing. She was set to promote it on KBS Music Bank, but her performance didn't go as planned. Overcome by stage fright, her vocals and pitch were off and shaky, so the performance drew attention for all the wrong reasons. That was it for Ori. After seeing the public's response to the whole thing, she left the idol life behind and basically disappeared for 15 years. And when we say disappeared, we mean it. Nobody knew where she was or what she was doing, and her absence remained one of K-pop's greatest mysteries. That was until February 2024 when she resurfaced and even had an exclusive interview with Sport Chosun. She revealed that her self-esteem took a serious hit after the performance, and she even became depressed when she saw what people online were saying about her. Ori also shared that there were people on the street who knew who she was and approached her, but she was so embarrassed that she tried to hide herself. Regarding the rumors that she had wealthy parents who secured her a spot in Music Bank, Ori denied them, explaining that her family faced many struggles, especially after her father passed away when she was just 5 years old. At the end of the interview, she said, "Criticism about my skills is understandable. I deeply regret my shortcomings," apologizing for her performance and asking them to look at her in a more positive light. Stellar was a talented group with a fantastic discography, but sadly, they're mostly remembered for how their company ruined their career with only one comeback. Despite amazing vocals and great songs, the group didn't receive attention until they switched to racy concepts, with marionette and vibrato going viral among netizens. They faced intense criticism and backlash, with the public hurling every insult imaginable at them due to their image change. Then, years later, one of the members revealed that the girls were actually deceived into filming provocative scenes and wearing uncomfortable outfits. She recounted a specific incident during the marionette music video shoot where one member was told to spill milk as she was drinking it, which later turned out to be used to create a suggestive image. The member was so disturbed by this that she still can't drink milk today. Another troubling story involved a photo shoot for their vibrato comeback. The company pushed them to wear revealing outfits they were uncomfortable with. Despite their objections and requests to change, the company insisted they try on the outfits just to see how the pictures would look like and ultimately use the photos from that shoot, even though the members felt they were too inappropriate. Unfortunately, their popularity faltered after these releases, and the group eventually disbanded. It's a shame that the few songs people remember them for also caused them so much distress and trauma when the members deserved much better. Soloist Park Ji-yoon found herself in a more or less similar situation to Stellar. If you're a K-pop fan, you have probably heard of Coming of Age Ceremony and seen tens of covers from different idols and groups, including Twice, BTS Jimin and Jungkook, Red Velvet's Joy, Infinite's Lee Seungjoon, and so on. However, the truth behind the song is much darker, as it basically ruined Ji-yoon's life. Coming of Age Ceremony was her fourth studio album, which Park Jin-young, founder of JYP Entertainment, personally worked on. The title track was very controversial itself, as it was about a young woman choosing to give up her innocence to an older man who had been waiting until she was of legal age. The music video is filled with symbolisms about her losing her so-called purity. The teddy bear and the white fabric she runs through a sewing machine represent her childhood innocence. In the video, when Ji-yoon stains the fabric with blood and destroys the teddy bear, it symbolizes her transition into womanhood. Considering the concept, Coming of Age Ceremony, along with the music video, the outfits, and the choreography, were seen as way too provocative and received a lot of heat from the public. And while JYP is still proud of the song, Ji-yoon's life was ruined. 12 years after releasing her song, in March 2012, Ji-yoon appeared on the variety show Strongheart. Although she denied being forced by her label to sing it, Ji-yoon admitted that she hadn't initially realized just how provocative the song was, so when she listened to it again years later, she was shocked by how racy it actually was. She also mentioned that she didn't think the song was explicit back then and didn't understand that the wind sounds at the beginning were supposed to imitate moaning. The image that JYP had built for her at the time also led people to accuse Ji-yoon of having inappropriate relationships with a top industry executive. Unfortunately for her, JYP Entertainment, her agency at the time, was also slow to address these rumors, leaving Ji-yoon to face the wave of hate comments and criticism alone. She's just human, so the situation took a heavy toll on her. The negative attention made her feel as though everyone in the world hated her, and she even reached a point where she contemplated ending her life. The song not only damaged Ji-yoon's career, but also strained her relationship with her parents. Raised in a deeply religious household, Ji-yoon wanted to maintain a pure, wholesome image, not the provocative one the company pushed onto her. However, after the song was released, Jiyoon shared that she felt too ashamed to even face her parents after the church they went to used her song to teach the youth what not to do. The sermon focused on the negative impacts of pop culture, and as the song played, all eyes were on her family, which certainly added to her embarrassment and humility. After everything that happened, her family even began to distance themselves from her. Knowing all this, you can't blame her for not performing the song for 12 years, as she was trying to escape the image JYP had created for her. Thankfully, she's now known as an acclaimed musician and is releasing the song she wants, which is what's most important. 50/50 is the best example of getting ruined after one viral hit, with most netizens arguing that the members were the ones that caused their own downfall. The group debuted at the end of November 2022, and they received a lot of praise from the beginning. In late January 2023, they gained attention as a rising girl group after the Grammys named them one of the top 10 girl groups to watch in 2023. Later that month, music critic magazine IZM gave the EP a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, the highest rating they have ever given a girl group. Then, on February 24th, 2023, they released their first single album, The Beginning Cupid, featuring Cupid and the English version of the song. This is when 50/50 rose to levels of popularity that nobody thought were possible. The song went viral on TikTok, gaining millions of streams on streaming platforms and entering the Billboard 100 chart. This led to the group being chosen to be a part of the soundtrack for the Barbie movie, which was an indicator of just how famous they had gotten. It's not every day that a group that wasn't even a year old gets to be a part of a project this big, especially since they weren't even from a big company. At this point, they seemed untouchable, seeing as they were competing with BTS, Blackpink, and Twice, but then everything came crumbling down. In June 2023, Attract and CEO Jung Hong-jun accused outside forces, including Warner Music Korea, of trying to entice the 50/50 members away from their label, claims which were denied by Warner. Around the same time, Attract also sued Cupid producer An Soon-gil, mostly known as Shian, the CEO of The Givers, alleging he had acquired the song's copyrights from a foreign composer through illegal and shady means. Then on June 28, 2023, Barun Law Firm had everyone's jaws dropping as they announced that 50/50 and their parents had filed a lawsuit against Attract, seeking to end their exclusive contracts due to alleged contract breaches and reputational damage. By August 17, 2023, Barun Law Firm further revealed that the group had filed a criminal complaint against Attract's CEO, accusing him of breach of trust. Despite the group's confidence that the truth would come out during the trial, the Seoul Central District Court rejected their request to suspend the contract on August 28th, citing insufficient evidence as the reason for doing so. Just 2 days later, the members' side appealed the court's decision, which led to the case being reopened. They also accused the company of severely mistreating them and putting their health at risk. The court battle was long and draining for everyone involved, even those who were following it. In October of the same year, though, Kina delivered the plot twist of the century when she switched her legal representation from Barun Law Firm to Shinwan Law Firm and decided to withdraw her request to suspend her contract. After this, she apologized to Jung Hong-jun and returned to Attract as a member of 50/50, while Sena, Seo, and Aran continued their lawsuit. A week later, the Seoul High Court rejected the appeal by the 3 members. It was then when Attract decided to terminate their exclusive contracts and sue them for a hefty amount of money, more specifically 13 billion won. Since then, 50/50 has released the single Starry Night with 4 new members and Kina. On the other hand, the 3 former members have joined IOK Company and are planning to debut later this year. They have also filed yet another lawsuit against Jung Hong-jun, asking for a settlement of $300,000. So this feud doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon.